Are you kidding me right now? This is what I come back to Miami to? Alright, so, got some bad news, I guess. My starter and my battery is completely a dump on this car. And if that doesn't make the news bad enough for you, for some reason my license was suspended over some BS. It was some error. So now I have to wait approximately 72 hours, so 3 days, to legally be able to drive again. Yeah, it's crazy. And that is going to be a great segue to my topic of today's video, because now I have no choice but to talk and spit facts to you guys, just like this up front on the camera. I've never done this. I usually have people help me record, but let's do it. You got to try new things, and that's it. And so the topic of today's video is you need to learn overall in life, this applies to everything and anything, to evolve and adapt. This happened to me, and I'm not going to sit there and, whine and complain. I have to just sit there, take it, accept it, and understand what I need to do now and what I got to do from this point on. And, a lot of people ask me, for example, Kevin, I see you on YouTube, you're so consistent, in the gym, you're so, motivated, how do you do it? How do you stay consistent? How do you grind the way you do? I get people DMing me all the time about this, it's insane, it's unheard of to just be consistent. And in my mindset and the way I think, it's just a standard. It's not something that's to be looked up upon. It's just that's the standard that needs to be met. Minimum. And the reason is, and it doesn't come from a very good place, to be honest with you, it comes from a lack of being worth it enough. Feeling like, this is gonna sound really freaking dark, I'm not gonna lie, but goddamn, all right. All my life, I have felt like I was never good enough, you know what I'm saying? Like I was useless, I was never able to be put to use, and I never had anything, just anything to offer to the world, you know what I'm saying? And I've always felt like this as little as being a little kid, bro. 5 years old, 10 years old, as little as that, always feeling useless, I'm never good enough, everything's my fault, and I would blame myself for everything, even things that would make absolutely no sense to blame myself over, just things that are completely out of my control, bro. You know what I'm saying? In school, if I'm getting treated like shit by random fucking, cocksuckers that are just insecure about their own selves, I'll be like, oh, it's my fault because I'm just a loser, they're right. Or if it's family issues or any of that shit, bro, I would just always blame myself. And I don't know why I would do it, but I just did it because I feel like the way I process my thoughts and the way I think as myself as a human, I don't know if you guys can relate, but for some reason, I need an answer for everything. I need an answer for everything. And sometimes you don't get an answer. And sometimes that itself is an answer. You know what I'm saying? For example, I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. If you haven't, I'd highly recommend it. I was tearing up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But a video where I was talking about how I dated this religious girl or whatever, and then I went down south and she completely did some really heinous things, and kind of accused me of some wild things, and it really hurt me. It really did for a long time. And for the longest time I was dwelling on it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I think the reasoning is because I just felt like I've never genuinely, truly had an answer for those actions that were set upon me. And it really bothered me for a long time. And it made me think how can somebody sit there, do those things, say those things about you, and not give an explanation or an apology or something, right? And I just have to come to realize that sometimes people's actions or what people say about you or do about you or whatever the case may be, it depends on what we're talking about here. For example, this situation. That itself is the answer. That gives you the answer itself, right? So you need to stop going out of your way and looking for it. It's not benefiting you whatsoever. You're not making money out of it. It's not going to make your life any happier by trying to find a stupid answer for some stupid thing. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to make my life easier or better, me trying to find the damn answer of why this car's battery just started dying on me and the starter is a piece of crap now? No, it doesn't make any sense. For that, you're just wasting your time. And at that point, it's already a complete waste of time wasting your time because we already have an expiration date on this planet, okay? I'm just going to say it right now. I know a lot of us don't want to hear it, but we all have an expiration date. There's literally, if you think about it, it sounds crazy and it's going to scare a lot of you guys, but truly think about it, guys. All of us literally have a day and a time where we are going to leave this damn planet, all right? Literally, it's gonna be a day, and there's gonna be a time. It could be 7:53 p.m. at night on on a Sunday or a Wednesday in the middle of the week. Like, we never know. It could be tomorrow, for God's sakes. And so for that reason, that's why I'm always so hard on myself, and I always push myself to the absolute max. So when people ask me, like, why do I almost kill myself, like, grinding, bro? And it's because of the fact that there's gonna be a day where I'm not gonna be on this planet anymore, and all that's gonna be left is the legacy that I'm leaving with, you know, or leaving here before I go, you know what I'm saying? And the legacy I wanna leave here is essentially just to be your best self, guys. Be your best self, build your best body, make your best confidence out of yourself. You know, people see me on the internet all the time, and they see the confidence I have, the charisma, the confidence I have talking to girls, the physique I have with the aesthetics and the six-pack abs and the muscles, and they think I'm just this giga chad. I've been born day one like that, genetics, and, you know, and okay, yeah, genetics have a little role to play in there, but guys, you know, growing up, I was nothing to what I am now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the loser growing up. I was the underdog, you know? And I don't want to consider myself ever like some guy that's like, oh, cool, or like, oh, I'm gonna be famous or whatever. Like, I'll never consider myself that. That's like some BS crap. That's like some egotistical bullshit that I don't ever want to associate with. But what I do want to say here right now is that a lot of people see the kind of person I am now and believe or assume that I was always that person since day one. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. Because the truth is I was a damn loser, bro. Like, I was a damn loser. And, you know, growing up, you know, me saying I was a loser, I'm not trying to say that in a negative way. I actually prefer to be the loser. Because being the loser, you don't have as many eyes on you. You don't have as many people looking at you and giving a certain judgment on you because you have a certain standard to be set and met by other people or certain individuals. Like, I enjoyed being the loser for the longest time in my life. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a lot of peace and quietness. People looking down upon me while I didn't give a solitary fuck of what they thought. You know what I mean? And, you know, as I got older, it's just funny how life works, man. I remember even in high school, bro, people would talk so much shit about me, dog. And it's so funny because those same people, like, now, like, half of them watch my fucking YouTube videos and they all DM me and shit. Oh my God, that video was a banger, bro. And it's like, I just sit there and think, like, dude, isn't it hilarious how the world works? 1 minute, in one portion of your life, they're like looking down upon you like you're some trash human being, that you're like a loser. And then the next, they're like sucking your D over here, like deriding you and watching your, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's hilarious how life works. But I understand why life works like that, right? And the main reason, it's not because, believe it or not, a lot of these people just, they don't really know what they're doing. A lot of times they don't understand the kind of intentions that they have or the kind of way they were acting or treating you a certain way at a certain portion of, you know, our lives. And it doesn't even matter, you know what I'm saying? None of it matters. What matters is if you're happy. That's literally what matters at the end of the day. I feel like I'm ranting right now, oh my God. I just wanted to make this little video because, you know, my battery on this camera is very low. I haven't been able to charge it. I was on the plane for like 10 hours and this car is effed up now and I can't drive for 3 days, and plus I need to get a new battery and all that crap. So yeah, guys, I think the moral of the story here is, you know, we have a short lifespan on this planet. I know it sounds like we have a long lifespan because, I mean, every day we wake up and it's just a new day. And yeah, chances are you're probably gonna wake up tomorrow. But chances are you probably might not. And that's a very scary thing to think about, and I don't want to think about it in that manner, but it's just the truth, man. So I think that truly the meaning of life is leaving a mark on this planet, whether it's a small one or a big one. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, as long as you've made somewhat of a meaningful impact on at least one person's life on this planet before you go, I think that's just more than enough, you know? And then I think another important one is like raising a family. You know, that's always one thing that I've always thought about. I've always struggled with and always think about, like, how is that gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Because like the generation we live in, and I know you guys see my videos and stuff, and I know I portray myself a certain way, and yeah, like, that's like the wildest feature you're gonna get from me. Like, I don't get crazier than that. I'm the guy that runs up to people and interview, hey, excuse me, this is for Pornhub.com. Like, I say stupid shit like that, but that's my craziest part of me, man. Like, I'm showing it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you guys to think that that's me, that's my personality. You know, there's also a serious side of me. You know what I mean? And, you know, with the generation we live in, I mean, the family part especially, like that's all, literally that's only one thing that I've always thought about and kind of struggled with and thought like, damn, like, I don't know, man. Generation we live in with the morals that people have and how people think nowadays, it's very cruel. It's very messed up, you know. And a lot of people are immorally sick in the head, you know. But I just got to put my faith in the guy up top named God, and yeah, just leave it up to him to decide what my fate is, you know what I mean? But I know that I'm destined to do what I'm doing right now, and a lot of people are seeing me grind, and a lot of people are seeing the come up, I guess you could say. Like, it looks nice and shit, you know, I'm growing really fast and all this, but I don't think people really understand how fucking long I've been doing this shit for, man. It's been a really, really long time, and it's now starting to work, you know, and thanks to you guys especially. I think you guys are the biggest factor of this, because without you guys, like, none of this would even matter or exist, and or be happening, in other words. But I'm very grateful, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I think the best way I can return my thank you for you guys is, at this current moment, try to give you guys the most entertaining videos, and also give you guys the most insightful videos where I kind of inform you guys and give you the best advice I possibly can as a 21-year-old. I know that I have a young audience. You know, a lot of people are my age, or especially predominantly in the teenage age. A lot of people watch me in, and I always get a lot of questions about relationships, or this part of my life happened, what do I do? And I'm just trying to help you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I also like to have a good time, so that's why I like to make entertaining videos. So I'm just trying to bundle it all together as best as I can in a reasonably organized format as best as possible. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And there's people walking, so I'm kind of embarrassed. But I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. I'm gonna go edit this video. I'm gonna go grind, sort stuff out, but now that I'm back in Miami, you're gonna see a lot of Miami content now. And yeah, hope you guys have a beautiful day. It's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics. And we're out, guys. Road to 1 million subscribers. We're at 50,000 right now, so road to 1 million. Let's do it. Boom.